And we're back from wherever you were and from wherever we were. And we just finished talking about Batman and Son. Well, we didn't really finish talking about it. We can keep going with Batman and Son.
I mean, I think we hit the major areas. I mean, Damian is or isn't Bruce
May or
Wayne's
may not
kid.
be. You've got, basically, with Batman and Son, you've got Grant Morrison's intro to the Batman mythology.
And
Part
very
one of his
important.
bigger story. You've got the introduction of Damian. You've got the introduction of Jezebel Jet. And you've got fantastic art by Andy Kubert and Jesse Delperdey. So, you've got a great setup here in Batman and Son. That is, again, like I said, wasn't really well reviewed at the time. A lot of people were really like, I'm not sure what Grant Morrison's going for here. But it was a setup naturally. I mean, now it's obvious that it's set up. I mean, R.I.P. alone showed that almost all this was set up. But I still think that it's a decent story that stands on its own. I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that it's just pure setup because that's not really fair.
No. I mean,
so we had. So I would say, I mean, definitely, if you love Batman, I mean, absolutely, Grant Morrison's Batman story is the ultimate Batman story for any Batman fan. I mean, this is Batman fighting it all.
Like we mentioned in the last video, taking an unknown plot line of him.
And Grant Morrison's done that for
he does
almost his entire Batman run.
He keeps bringing in because I believe you said, quoting him, because whatever, but he wanted to take everything and
he wanted to make almost the entire Batman mythos canon, and honestly, he accomplished it. Oh, it is. It's something that if there was that much respect given to every character, or that much work put in almost every character, it would be almost, not to say that the guys that are writing other characters don't work hard, because a lot of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern stuff comes from previous stuff. Alan Moore stories, everything. So
just ask Alan Moore.
Yeah, Alan Moore. Alan Moore, not endorsed by this blog, but he endorses this blog strangely. But
him and the guy that wrote Moss.
Him and the guy, those two guys together, trying to bring us down or build us up. Either way, we'll take it. Because if we get taken down, we can say we were taken down by Alan Moore, and you can't say that. Anyway, we come out of Batman and Son, and we don't necessarily go right into the Black Glove.
Not necessarily.
We've got. I think, was it the Three Ghosts of Batman arc, or was that post of Black? That's that post Black Glove.
I thought that was R.I.P. my friend.
No, because we had the introduction of the whole where he was in the mental training, where we had the Three Ghosts of Batman.
Yeah.
And I want to say that was pre Black Glove.
Yes,
where Batman undergoes the mental training with Hurt and
under all the
Strange.
drugs. It was Hurt, Strange, and
the other guy that we can't remember. I have an important look at the time.
I said it.
Said the words. I said them. Yeah. Anyway, so in that arc, we kind of get another introduction here with the Simon Hurt. I keep calling him Thomas Hurt.
Because he's Thomas Wayne.
Or is he?
Oh, he is. He is.
So with. And I believe that those I think that those issues are collected within the Black Glove trade.
I own the trade, and I honestly can't tell you.
I want to say that they are, because the Black Glove arc itself with J.H. Williams is only 3 issues, I think. So I think that's filled out with some of the Three Ghosts of Batman arc, and potentially Batman 666. Because Batman 666 is the alternate future.
Right, with Damian.
With Damian as Batman.
We talked about.
Yeah, we just talked about that. That's Batman 666. Doesn't necessarily tie into the bigger mythology, but it's
worth a read.
It's a good standalone story. They did similar things with Superman 666.
And they kind of went back to it in Batman 700.
Yeah, we got, which is also a good read. Great art.
3 parts of it were.
Which one didn't you like?
We'll
talk about that later. We'll get that when we get to Batman 700.
Right.
So with you come out of Batman and Son, and we get the Three Ghosts of Batman arc, which may or may not be pre-Black Glove. I can't remember, and we're probably going to get trashed because we're not remembering the order.
Yeah.
Because you know what, you got to make fun of us, because if you don't, what kind of an internet nerd are you?
Yeah. I mean,
for every one person that likes this video, I expect 500 people to dislike it.
Negative approval.
Negative approval, because if you dislike this video, it means you watched it.
And it means you're cool.
And it means
you can tell all your friends, hey, look at these fat losers.
Look at these fucking guys.
They made me look cool.
And so we come out of that, and then we go into the Black Glove.
Right.
And Black Glove was, again, Grant Morrison taking old Silver Age concepts, and in this case, almost updating them in a way.
Yeah.
Because they went to, I believe they went to an island, or was it a castle, or?
It was like a castle on an island or
and it was involved it involved the Club of Heroes, which was a group that Batman had worked with back in the 60s.
And I mean, we could see Knight and Squire. The Musketeer.
The Musketeer, yeah. You had a lot of basically the whole idea of the Club of Heroes. These were
Batman
international versions of Batman, almost the Batman franchise, as it were, which will come in later. See, that's how we work. We drop the hints for later, but we tell you we're dropping the hints. Which means that we're not good storytellers.
See, we'd be better at this, but Kevin Smith beat us to this style of storytelling.
Yeah, so we were going to do it backwards, like Memento, the two converging timelines, but we don't have any budget.
And no one ever watched that movie because Christopher Nolan only did the Batman movies and Inception. Don't you know?
Don't you know? Anyway, with Black Glove, within the Black Glove arc proper, you had the Black Glove itself starting to gain some prominence.
Yeah.
You had the Black Glove organization start to make its appearance known.
And superheroes dropping like flies.
And yeah, the Club of Heroes is being taken out. And we're introduced to Knight and Squire, which are two characters that Grant Morrison is running with, and will actually be getting their own miniseries written by Paul Cornell. Grant Morrison will be doing it, but Paul Cornell, I endorse 110%. The guy wrote Doctor Who novels. He writes Doctor Who episodes. And he's writing a fantastic arc on Action Comics right now. Not to mention his arcs at Marvel with Captain Britain and the MI-13. I don't like to mention Marvel, but I will mention Captain Britain. I've talked about that when I've talked about Paul Cornell before. I'm talking so fast you're not understanding me right now, but Captain Britain and the MI-13 was good, so Paul Cornell gets my seal of approval. But he'll be running with Knight and Squire, and again, we have Grant Morrison to kind of thank for that, for giving them some prominence.
Yeah, I mean... Not only, I mean, we can say Grant Morrison did everything for Batman, and I'm not going to take away from the man for that. However, I mean, you got to think of what he's done for the DC universe.
Yeah, what he's done. Like I said, when you get back to that, is he leaving an impact on the mythology?
He is not leaving an impact on the Batman mythology. He is leaving his impact, and it's like when Pangea split for the entire DC universe.
I mean, and you get outside of his Batman stuff, even when you get into stuff like All-Star Superman. These are stories that are becoming definitive takes for some people. To some people, All-Star Superman is the definitive Superman. So I mean, it's that kind of thing.
You and the mouse in your pocket.
Yes. So, and leave him alone. He works very hard. So, anyway, back to Grant Morrison's Batman. We love to get sidetracked, too, which is what makes us so entertaining. Because you love this face and this face. Well, she does. The person you can't see right now.
It makes it so great. There's not really a girl there. I just like to pretend.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, so we cut Black Glove. I mean, we get arc by J.H. Williams.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Sort of. She's in the background lurking.
Troll.
This is how our videos work. But J.H. Williams...
Do they work?
Maybe. J.H. Williams did arc on The Black Glove, and he did great stuff with Alan Moore on Promethea. And he did work with Grant Morrison before when he did Seven Soldiers of Victory, which is something that I suggest you check out. And so we come out of The Black Glove. Black Glove, basically, what do we gain from The Black Glove?
Actually, as far as where we're at now and everything, all we really get, like, there's not really any spoilers. There's nothing really terribly epic. Not to say it's not great. I mean,
I think that, again, it's a good introduction
of the Black Glove.
Yeah, it's your major introduction to the Black Glove. You get introductions of some important. It's Knight and Squire specifically.
Yeah,
you get Knight and Squire. They come back in not only this, they come back in R.I.P., Battle for the Cowl. They come back in Batman and Robin.
Yes.
And so we'll do some Batman and Robin videos in a little bit, and we'll finish this out with the Black Glove. We're coming to the end of this 10 minutes. We are tearing through these. So with the Black Glove, and again, you got great art. I mean, that's the thing that Grant Morrison almost has exclusively on his Batman arcs. Is fantastic art. Everyone, not only, I mean, are these people wanting to draw Batman, they're wanting to draw
for Morrison.
I mean, Morrison, and it's been told that Morrison is a very hard person to draw for because he'll do very heavy, detailed scripts. So with the Black Glove, we get J.H. Williams stepping up to ably provide. Some say more than ably. I quite love J.H. Williams' his stuff on Batwoman, and Black Glove was no exception. So anyway, that wraps up this segment on the Black Glove. we will come back to talk about next is RIP. Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
maybe.